Most people fail at content marketing because they're all trying to follow the same strategy. But your strategy should change depending on the size of your business, the revenue of your business, and the people and skill set within your business. And that's why you see some freelancers or some small business owners really struggle trying to do all the content things, when really they should be focusing on producing very specific types of content that gets them sales. And it's also why you see kind of larger businesses really just not get their products and services in front of enough people because they're thinking too small. Your strategy should depend on the size, revenue, and skill set in your business. Remember that. And that's why in this video, I'm going to go through the different strategy you should use depending on the revenue of your business. So let's start with 5-figure businesses. Now, if you're a 5-figure business, it's likely that you're kind of just starting out or that you haven't really got the time or money to kind of invest a lot in content marketing. That doesn't mean you shouldn't use content though. So here are kind of 3 ways you can use content to get more sales for your 5-figure business and hopefully push you up to that 6-figure level. So the first thing that you should be doing is just using content to monitor what your target audience are talking about. What problems are they talking about? Go on to LinkedIn, go on to Twitter, or go on to Instagram. Are they talking about the problems that they're having? Are they talking about who they're trying to find to help solve those problems? Just pay attention to what they are talking about. You can already see how you can respond to some of those questions that they might be asking just with helpful tips and content, but you can actually get a sense and a feel of what they're really struggling with, which really helps you when it comes to positioning your product or service to them. The second thing you can do in content marketing is actually build in public. So typically if you're a 4-figure business or a 5-figure business even, you're just kind of starting out, you're just finding your feet. And what you can do is say, hey, I've just set up my copywriting business, I'm really excited. I'm going to take you on a journey while I build this business. And you bring people along while you're building. So you can share things like, I've got this really amazing client, I've landed them, I'm just really excited to be working with them. This is who they are. You can say, I'm struggling with this time, and then people come in and help you. Actually building in public is a great way when you don't have that kind of authority or reputation already. It's a great way to build connections and make people fall in love with you. And then finally, use content marketing to make direct sales. Actually create sales content that says, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is who I'm aiming it at. I'm a copywriter. I'm aiming at SaaS clients. I'd really like to work with this kind of person. This is exactly what I do and specialize in. So those are the things that you should be focusing on when you're a 5-figure business. Remember, at 5 figures, the important thing is that you're just making sales. You're taking people on the journey of growing your business. You're reminding them what it is that you do, and you're making direct sales. That's the most important thing. When you get to 6 figures, things are slightly different. So you are generally more established, you have a reputation, you're making sales, so you're very clear on your products and services that you offer, but you might have more competition. So, you really want to be able to be in a position where people think of you first. Whatever industry you're in, you're the top of everyone's mind, but you want to be the go-to person that everyone wants to work with. That's the ideal scenario. So when we get to this point, what you want to be doing is investing a little bit more time and money into content marketing. So this could be hiring someone or getting someone in your team to actually help do this for you. So if you're a 6-figure business, the first thing that you need to do is establish you as a thought leader in your industry. And that means taking things like your unique methodologies, your experiences, your opinions, your stories, all the things that make you unique, that you can add to your industry, that can help shape your industry. You need to create content around that. So a good thing to do first if you're a 6-figure business is to just note down everything that you have that's unique about your business. You'll end up with quite a big list. And then from there, you can go on to create content around that. Now, for 6-figure businesses, we actually recommend you create content in 2 ways. So the first way is you pick an organic channel. And what I mean by that is a particular channel that gets organic traffic. So for example, you might pick a blog because people will search on Google and find you naturally on your blog through that search. You could pick YouTube, video, and people search on YouTube for things, for problems that they have, and they want to watch a video to help solve that problem. Same with podcasts, a little less so, but podcasts kind of work in the same way. So pick one organic channel. Do not pick more than one because that becomes overwhelming. Unless you've got a bigger team to help you do this, just pick one. The second thing I want you to do is pick a social media channel. Wherever your audience is and wherever you enjoy being, personally, I quite like like LinkedIn, although a lot of people find it a bit weird, but I quite like it. Whatever you enjoy being on and wherever your audience is, that's always a good place to pick, and try and dominate that channel first. If you try and spread yourself too thin amongst lots of different social media channels, that's when you can become really overwhelmed very quickly. So pick one organic channel. That could be your blog, for example, so you're getting organic website traffic all the time, and then pick social media channel and just stick with that channel until you get to a certain point. So for example, for us, for a long time, our channels were our blog and our LinkedIn. And what that enables you to do is that once you create your content on your organic channel, so for example, your blog, you can then repurpose that for your social media channel. So typically from one blog post, I can get 5 to 8 LinkedIn posts out of it. If you're creating one blog post a week, then that means that you're kind of fueling your social media channel, for the entire week even. So it can be quite a good time saver to think of content this way, and make sure you're getting your unique methodologies, experiences, stories, all the unique stuff about you and your business out there. That's the key thing. We're trying to build you up as the thought leader in your industry, the authority in your industry. So that's what I recommend kind of 6-figure businesses do. And then we get on to 7 or 8-figure businesses. Now, this is a completely different ball game. And what I find all the time is that these businesses are stuck in kind of a 6-figure business strategy. So they're constantly thinking too small. If you are at the level where you're at 7 or 8 figures, then you need to think about, how can I be everywhere? It's very clear that your products or services are selling well. It's very clear that you don't need to think too much about changing those or tweaking those. You've got the audience nailed. Everything's going well for your business. Now it's just a case of getting it out there to more and more and more people. That's all that you need to do. So at this point, you do need to be thinking about hiring a content marketing agency or employing a content marketing team to help get you everywhere. And this is where you need to be thinking about multiple channels and multiple organic channels as well. And working with an agency or hiring a team that really know how to take one piece of content and kind of spread it wide across multiple different channels very well. So that's what you should be doing. You should be really thinking about, how can I be everywhere? For one of our clients, we produce 150 pieces of content for them every single week on multiple different channels, and they are very successfully becoming everywhere. And that's what we want to achieve, because they already have the products and services. They already have the industry experience and the level of expertise where people know and like and trust them. So they already have so much of the foundations there. It's just a case of leveling up and leveling up and leveling up some more. That's all you need to do at that point. So I hope that helps kind of break down the difference between a 5-figure, a 6-figure, and a 7 or 8-figure business, and the content strategy that you should be doing. Let me know in the comments below what kind of bracket and strategy you're going to follow for your content. I'd love to know. And don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel to get notified the next time we release a video.